All right, so Reality Ride Lesson 1.1. All right, so today's objectives are to define reality, help you enjoy school, and get some help with organizing goals and understanding. Um, Try and get comfortable with everyone in class and see everyone improve. All right, so the agenda is to review expectations, um, start the lesson, um, define a reality, and complete some journal activities, do a stress check, and then we're going to put that definition of reality into our Kami map. All right, so remember our expectations at Wimburn are warriors have the power. So we have the power to persevere, own our own actions, work hard, express empathy, respect ourselves and others. Okay. So the first question I wanted to ask you was if you had ever ridden a roller coaster. And you simply would type your answer over here in the box. If you've ridden a roller coaster, which one is your favorite roller coaster? Or maybe you have a favorite park. And then I want you to tell me why. All right, so in the next slide, there's a video where we're going to watch a young man ride a roller coaster for his very first time. And when you watch this video, I want you to watch his face. I want you to figure out what kind of emotions you are seeing. Okay, so to get that video, you simply click the middle and it will open it up on a YouTube video. Okay, after you've watched the video, then you're going to answer the next slide where you describe or tell me what feelings you thought he was feeling. And if you're not sure about some words, feel free to put in a few emojis. Just make sure that they're appropriate. All right, so Reality Ride. So when we do Why Try lessons, they will give us a visual metaphor, which is a picture to help you remember the idea. Okay, so a roller coaster. Let's look at this roller coaster. There are lots of different kinds of roller coasters. So let's look at this bottom one. This bottom one is like an old school wooden roller coaster. It's got some bumps. It goes up and down, but it's not anything too crazy. It might just, be a pretty good little thrill for a little kid. Look, just up and down. Now, this other roller coaster, on the other hand, it goes up, down really fast, spins around, and it goes right back to the beginning. So, this is a lot more like some of the newer roller coasters. It's more fast, it's more, thrilling. But take a second and look around. Do you see anything? So stop and think, why do people ride roller coasters? You know, why do we keep going back and getting on a roller coaster? Why do you like riding rides? I want you to put your answer right there. Okay. So for you, what makes them fun? If you don't like them, what makes them not fun? What do you not like about it? Do you think you could ride a roller coaster like all day? Why or why not? If you thought you could last for a long time, how long do you think you could do it? Couple of days? Couple of hours? Do you think you still like roller coasters? Do you like them in general, or Do you like certain ones? Okay. So let's go back to our picture, our visual metaphor. What do you see? Look at these two roller coasters. What do you see? Describe maybe what you see the differences are. Maybe some words that are next to them. You know, do you see loops? Do you see, people having fun? What do you see? Okay. And now for our hard part. This is where we're going to describe what the word reality is. We see a lot of things that say, reality show, uh, video games, realistic. What is reality? Is it the same for you as it is for me? You know, just because it looks real, does that mean it is? Think about it for a minute. I'd even recommend Googling and reading a few things. I want you to make a definition for the word reality. Okay. So after you've written your definition, on this slide, you're just going to drag the star to where you think you are on one of these roller coasters. How is your life going? Are you up here at the top? Are you going down the bottom? Are you on the slow and steady one, heading to where you want to go? Or are you stuck in a loop and you keep doing the same thing over and over again? All right. So one of our journal activities with this lesson is to think about yourself. We're working on some things we all need to work on, some behaviors, some social skills, some ways to learn how to interact better, building ourselves up for making goals for in the future. But we all have issues, and we all have things that happen. Have you ever thought about a time where you just kept getting in trouble over the same thing? Just over and over again, like you were stuck in that loop on that roller coaster. If you have, just put yes and tell me what happened. Do you always get in trouble for banging on the table? Do you always get in trouble for yelling out in class? All right, next journal activity. List 5 strengths. Some people really struggle with this, with looking at themselves and thinking of strengths of not just things you're good at, but things that are good about you. If you really struggle with this, find someone that you trust, and you can also ask what they think. You might be surprised at some of the things they say. You might be loyal. They might think that you're kind. Okay, our next journal activity is how can these strengths help you get out of that loop? So stop and think. So if your friend, says you're always stuck in that loop with, you get into class and you don't know what to do, so you start yelling. Well, your strength is that you're really good at being able to help someone else. Well, maybe your struggle in that class is your chance to work on getting help from someone else instead of always helping them. Okay? So I want you to think about how you can use your strength, your good qualities, your strengths to get yourself out of that loop. Okay? And this last one is a stress check. Where are you on this number line? Are you in green? You're good, you can focus. Somewhere in the middle, kind of bored, kind of struggling, or are you just not on track today?